Imagine living in a country where most people survive on less than €1 per day, where owning a bicycle is considered wealth, electricity is a rare privilege, and the internet remains an almost unattainable luxury. This is Burundi, an African country regarded as the poorest in the world. Here, life is a constant struggle. Entire families face food shortages, lack basic services, and have no opportunities. In conditions of extreme poverty, the situation is so dire that the country is often called the unhappiest in the world. In today's video, we will explore the harsh reality of a resilient people who face unimaginable challenges under nearly impossible conditions. Before starting the video, leave your like and subscribe to the channel. This encourages me to continue bringing more content to you. Burundi is a landlocked country in the central region of Africa. It is bordered by Tanzania to the east and south, Rwanda to the north, and the Democratic Republic of Congo to the west. The landscape is characterized by mountains, green hills, and deep valleys. With an area of about 27,000 square kilometers, Burundi is smaller than Belgium and would easily fit into Switzerland. Despite its small size, the country is home to over 13 million people, making it one of the most densely populated regions in Africa. About 90% of Burundi's population works in agriculture. This might suggest a strong agricultural economy, but the reality is quite different. Most Burundian farmers practice subsistence farming, use outdated techniques, and have almost no access to modern technology. This leads to a drastic reduction in productivity, and many families can barely grow enough to survive. Climate change exacerbates the situation. Long periods of drought are followed by heavy rains that often flood fields and destroy crops. Additionally, the lack of access to the sea hampers trade, limiting exports to a few products such as coffee and tea. With a fragile economy, about 70% of the population lives below the poverty line, surviving on less than €1 per day. In Burundi, the concept of home is very different from what we are used to. Outside urban areas like the capital, Bujumbura, most people live in makeshift huts made of straw and other natural materials. These homes lack beds, with the ground serving as the sleeping place for families that often consist of up to 10 people. Electricity is a distant privilege for nearly the entire population. Less than 8% of households have access to it. At night, almost complete darkness prevails. Without light, evening routines are severely restricted. Supermarkets and shops close early, and walking the streets after sunset feels like stepping into a void, illuminated only by the stars. While bicycles are considered a common means of transportation in many parts of the world, in Burundi, they are a symbol of wealth and status. Owning a bicycle is comparable to owning a luxury car, and for men, it can even elevate social standing. These bicycles are not only used for transportation but also as cargo vehicles. Farmers often stack up to 150 kilograms of bananas or other products on them. Additionally, Burundian cyclists commonly put themselves in dangerous situations, such as holding onto trucks to gain speed. This illustrates the ingenuity and resilience of this people. While bicycles are considered a common means of transportation in many parts of the world, in Burundi, they are a symbol of wealth and status. Owning a bicycle is comparable to owning a luxury car, and for men, it can even elevate social standing. These bicycles are not only used for transportation but also as cargo vehicles. Farmers often stack up to 150 kilograms of bananas or other products on them. Additionally, Burundian cyclists commonly put themselves in dangerous situations such as holding onto trucks to gain speed. This illustrates the ingenuity and resilience of this people. Bananas are one of the most important foods and main products grown in Burundi. They hold significant value both economically and in the daily lives of the people. At markets, particularly in Bujumbura, bananas are sold in abundance and are in high demand. This versatile fruit is consumed in various ways, fresh, cooked, or processed into a traditional beer called urwarwa. Although banana trade supports many families and boosts the local economy, the lack of infrastructure makes transportation difficult and the activity labor-intensive. Nonetheless, the Burundian people demonstrate resilience and creativity by making this resource an essential source of food and income. The creativity of the Burundian people is also evident in their beverages. Banana beer, known as urwarwa, is an ancient tradition and very popular. The recipe consists of ripe bananas that are mashed and mixed with water to undergo a fermentation process. In some rural communities, grass is even added to speed up fermentation. The result is a sweet, slightly alcoholic drink that plays a central role in festivals, weddings, and social gatherings. Corruption is one of the biggest challenges facing Burundi. The country regularly ranks poorly in the Transparency Transparency Index by Transparency International, indicating an administration marked by misuse of public resources. This problem directly affects the population by limiting access to basic services like healthcare, education, and infrastructure. The already scarce resources are poorly managed or misappropriated, perpetuating the cycle of poverty and hindering improvements in living conditions. Burundi has two capitals, Gitega, the political capital, and Bujumbura, the economic capital. In 2018, the government moved political functions to Gitega as part of a strategy to decentralize power and promote development in other regions. However, Bujumbura, located on the shores of Lake Tanganyika, remains the country's economic center. It is known for its vibrant energy and central market, where vendors sell everything from fresh produce to handmade goods. Burundi has two capitals, Gitega, the political capital, and Bujumbura, the economic capital. In 2018, the government moved political functions to Gitega as part of a strategy to decentralize power and promote development in other regions. However, Bujumbura, located on the shores of Lake Tanganyika, remains the country's economic center. It is known for its vibrant energy and central market, where vendors sell everything from fresh produce to handmade goods. Burundi's infrastructure is one of the greatest obstacles to the country's development. It is one of the few countries in the world without a railway network, which restricts goods transportation and increases trade costs. Roads are the only mobility option, but the poor condition of many roads hinders transport, especially in rural areas. During the rainy season, unpaved roads become nearly impassable, affecting supply chains and daily life. Moreover, only a small portion of the population has access to electricity and running water. The country relies heavily on foreign aid to finance improvements, but economic and political instability delays progress. Despite these challenges, long-term projects are being developed to enhance connectivity and promote a brighter future. A major future project for Burundi is the potential construction of a railway link. This connection would tie the country to its neighbors like Tanzania and Rwanda, facilitating regional trade and creating new economic opportunities. This improvement could be a turning point for the country's logistics and development, which currently face significant challenges due to the lack of infrastructure. Traditional drums are the heart of Burundian culture. They represent centuries of history and were used during important ceremonies such as harvests and royal celebrations. In the past, only men from certain lineages were allowed to play the drums, highlighting their significance as symbols of power and tradition. In 2014, Burundi's drums were recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Today, they remain a strong symbol of cultural identity, showcased at both local events and international competitions. The drum dance is a lively performance combining rhythm, energy, and tradition. Groups of men play the drums while executing powerful and synchronized movements. This dance celebrates special moments and captivates audiences worldwide, showcasing the strength and unity of the Burundian people. A fascinating and often overlooked aspect of Burundian culture is its deeply rooted oral tradition, which serves as a living archive of the country's history, wisdom, and social values. In rural communities, storytelling is not merely a form of entertainment, but a vital means of education and cultural preservation. The storytellers, known as abahanuzi, a term that can be translated as wise ones or visionaries, are highly respected figures who carry the responsibility of transmitting knowledge through generations. They skillfully weave together tales of heroism, moral dilemmas, myths, and historical events, often using rhythmic chants, poetic language, and vivid dramatizations to captivate their audiences. These stories are typically shared during communal gatherings, under the open sky or around a fire, fostering a strong sense of community and belonging. Beyond their entertainment value, the narratives often incorporate lessons on ethics, social conduct, and resilience, reflecting the collective experiences of the Burundian people. For instance, some tales emphasize themes like harmony with nature, respect for elders, or the importance of unity in overcoming challenges. Interestingly, the oral tradition also plays a role in dispute resolution and governance. Elders may recount historical precedents or proverbs to mediate conflicts or provide guidance, ensuring that decisions align with communal values. Despite the increasing influence of modern media, this oral heritage remains vibrant in many parts of the country, underscoring the enduring importance of storytelling as a bridge between Burundi's past and present. Burundi is a country full of economic challenges and cultural resilience. Despite the daily hardships faced by its people, the country preserves its unique traditions and celebrates celebrates its identity through dance, music, and deeply rooted customs. If you are moved by the story and challenges of this nation, share what impressed you the most, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. This motivates us to continue creating content like this.